Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jonelle and I do most things sewing. I love vintage shopping, I love vintage patterns, I love thrifting, and I love going to estate sales, etc. I wanted to give a rundown of what I made in September and October because, as we all know, I tend to fall behind and then not videotape anything. And you know, I feel like when I videotape my makes, it's like an accountability thing that I have accomplished and sewed things that I love and that I've wanted to really make. Yeah, let's get started with my makes. So the first make, as you all know or don't know, I am a Minerva brand ambassador. Hey Minerva. And for my project and my next fabric I was working with, I chose a recycled stretch woven sateen, and it's amazing. This is my first make. The material literally feels like butter. It's so silky smooth. I decided to make a really cute jumpsuit out of it. It has pockets, a deep V-neck, and I French seamed everything, and I extended the sleeves a little so I could have a little cap sleeve. I was inspired by Pinterest, one of my pins, and it's just this cozy, comfy, drapey jumpsuit. I can reverse it to the other side. So the neckline can be in the front, a crew neckline, and then a V-neck in the back, or I can have a V-neck in the front and a regular back. So I thought that was really fun. Another thing about jumpsuits that I've realized since I've gotten older, and maybe you can relate to this as well. So if you do, comment below. I found that the older I get, I love jumpsuits. I love the concept of jumpsuits, just like one and done. However, if it has a lot of buttons, I don't want to take that off in a restroom every single time. I have like a teeny platter, so I pee a lot. So when I make a jumpsuit from now on, I am promising myself from now on, when I make a jumpsuit for myself, it's either going to be a zip or it's going to be so accessible, easy, that I can just go boop, boop, bum. Or zip, boop, boop, bum, right? I can't do the whole, okay, gotta fiddle with this. What if I have to go really bad? Not that I can't hold my pee, TMI, but it's just easier. I don't know if I've gotten lazy throughout the years, but you know, a zip up or no zip jumpsuit is the way to go, people. So this is my first make and I absolutely love it. So I think I had probably around 4.5 meters of this fabric. So I have a lot. I should have thought about the width. So I had a lot of extra fabric. I decided to make 2.5 things out of this project. So the half is this crop top. And when I say scraps, it was scraps. Loved the cap sleeves of this jumpsuit. So I just made a simple white top, pretty much similar, has a crew neckline, and my closure is different. I just made a long ribbon out of the same material so I could just tie it in the back. What I mean by scraps is I decided to make it a high-low hem. So it's higher at the back because that's how much fabric I have left, because I tried to use every single piece of fabric, which I'm very proud of. And I actually lined it with the same material because it is quite sheer. But when you wear a nude bra and either have a lining or double this fabric, it's like, and it feels so nice against the skin. So my second out of the 2.5 project is this top. My third outfit is my baby back here, but I will get back to that in a little bit. Okay, so continuing on, basically with these 1, 2, 3, 4 projects, basically used the same kind of bodice up top and just changed and made variations on the neckline and the closures. So this one is actually a PeterDo inspired dress. I saw it online and I thought it was so cool, so I wanted to make it. I think it's called a cape top or something. And it's basically like T-length with a slit that kind of starts around your waistline so that you can wear pants underneath. And I thought that was so cool. And I haven't used this yet, but the cool concept of it is that they have a little kind of like a belt loop here for a carrier, and you can drape it around like each corner of the shirt, and you can tie it underneath the belt loop. Now, I haven't tried it. I don't think it looks the best with this material, but all in all, I thought it was a really cool, comfy top. And this closure was basically the same thing. I just made a small tube of the same material and just had a tie back. So yeah, this is a beautiful blush colored Lyocell twill. Okay, my next make, actually this is a MeMend, and I wanted to fix the fit of the pants because you'll see in a bit. These are some really cool high slit pants. You can't really see it because it's black, but the slit goes all the way up to the waistline, but because of the overlap, it doesn't open up like all the way up to the waistline. That'd be awkward. So I love these pants, and originally the waistband was literally like ruched with elastic, and in the front it didn't really flatter my front, so I decided to change it and make it a flat front with an elasticized back. I kind of just putzed around. It's not like the best finishings, but I'm an impatient sewer, so I'm kind of just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it this way, without properly knowing how to execute it well. But it's all fixed, and I actually made the overlap deeper so that if the wind blows, it wouldn't completely open either. And it just fits all around much better than it did before. So this is my MeMend, and it's cold now, so I can't really wear this, but next season, springtime. All right, my next MeMake, I was so excited. I got this pattern from an estate sale a couple years ago, and I had been meaning to make it, but for some reason it kind of like made me nervous, like things with hardware and their pants. I've talked about it before. It's the Issey Miyake individualist pattern, and I thought the whole outfit was so cool. Issey Miyake is very, rest in peace. Issey Miyake has just really cool silhouettes, and this is very like 80s, early 90s style, but I think it rings true to like what's in style right now too, especially with the pants, because they're kind of like cargo pants. So I made myself a practice toile, and then I made myself a second pair. So this is what I got. So this is the same material as the pink blush Lyocell twill. This fabric is perfect for it just because this is a loose fitted pant. I just noticed. I made button holes, but I didn't sew in buttons, but that's okay. But it's this really cool olive green pant, and as you can see, it has really big pleats and huge boxed cargo style pockets. What really sold me on these pants was the waistband and the details. Now in the pattern it asks for a buckle, but I decided to just get sliders. It's like the same on both sides. but this one just needed to get through a hole so it could meet on the other end. So yeah, I love these pants. They're so cool. Comment below if you've ever made these or if you have this pattern. And if you haven't made it yet, make it. These pants are so cool. They're so cool. So this is my wearable toile. My second one I was so excited about. It's hard to see on film, but I bet you it probably looks a little gray on the camera, but in person it has a metallic sheen to it. Now this is fabric from my mom's stash. She has things from like back in the 80s and she has some awesome material. And I saw this, I feel like it's probably some sort of rayon twill, but it kind of works the same way as this Lyocell twill. And I love it. I decided to opt out of the buttons and the buttonholes, but I still have the sliders. I accidentally, if you can see here, I accidentally made a buttonhole on the wrong side. So that's okay. It can be covered by the waistband. It's same exact style, just like a different material. And I absolutely think these pants are so badass. And I paired this with, I mean, you can pair it with anything, but you know, t-shirts, tank tops, turtlenecks, even this white crop top that I made. It's just like, it's so cool. So as you can tell, I'm on like a super comfy, cozy kick. So yeah, this is my Issey Miyake 1476 Vogue vintage pattern. Love it. Okay, so you know how I talked about how I can't do buttons with jumpsuits? I have wanted to use this material for a while. And originally I was just gonna make a pair of PJs because it's so soft. It almost has like a thin fleece feel. I need to learn more about fabric content, but I just loved the colors in this. Okay, what's next? Ooh. This next outfit was a mad dash because my boyfriend came into town and we went to Kansas City to visit my friend's new brick and mortar. She has a coffee shop in Kansas City, and we decided to drive there and hang out with a couple of my friends. And I decided to sew our Halloween costumes. The characters we chose was Starlight and the Deep from The Boys. It's an Amazon Prime show. And I have to say, it turned out pretty awesome. I only had a few days and my only fabric resource was Walmart, mind you. So I'm gonna talk about Jackson's outfit first because his was such a challenge. I don't think I got a lot of like really good footage of him moving around in it, but we happened to find something very similar to the Deep's costume. Mind you, the material at Walmart had zero stretch. So I felt so bad for him because of the way we wanted it to fit. It had to fit his body, but like he could barely sit down all night. It was pretty funny, but he looked really good, I will say. Like, I have to give myself a pat on the back. So we found this material, like novelty material. So it looked like a turtle, but it was like green metallic. And then I found a faux leather, almost looked like a basket weave type of material. I think people probably use it to upholster things or make, I don't know, bags or something. You know, it's like a faux leather. But zero stretch, again, zero stretch. So I'll insert pictures here probably and just show you what I made. My outfit was Starlight, And I actually had some remnants of a stretch faux leather in like a ivory bone color. So I used that for my body. And then also at Walmart, I found this great stretchy, oh, here it is. I found this great gold stretchy material. So this is what I got. And I thought it was pretty good. Starlight. So this is all like just taking clothing that I already had, tracing it, and just making, the seams don't match quite right, but that's okay, it didn't bother me. But yeah, she was so cute. It's not like exactly like her outfit, but it's pretty close. I found these star patches. Yeah, I think I found the stars at Walmart as well. So this gold, and the stars are from Walmart, and this faux stretch leather is from Joann's. And actually, this is a Wonder Woman headband that I made into a belt. So if I turn it around, I think the elastic was probably like that big for my head. So I just, you know, quadrupled the length of the elastic to make it into a belt, and it worked out perfect. So yeah, this is my Starlit 2022 Halloween costume. And I'll show a picture of the both of us up here. This next project, I had intended to bring this along with me to Kansas City as well, because I wanted to gift it to my friend as a congratulations for opening her brick and mortar. I'm so proud of her. A year or two ago, I was actually selling face masks with her logo on them. I have a lot of scraps from the face masks, and it's painful for me to have to throw anything away, so I tried my hand in quilting. As practice, I wanted to make a short denim crop jacket, and this is what I got. I was pretty proud of it. I can't remember what quilting block this is called, but yeah, the dragons is the scraps from my face masks. Also, the binding are scraps from the face masks as well. This denim chambray material is from my mom's stash again. I love her stuff. This is actually mine. I'm keeping it. This one's not for Jackie. I realized when I constructed it that I accidentally made this kind of into a turno sleeve jacket. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can wear this and style it. But yeah, it's so cute. The inside is just black and I bound it. This isn't Jackie's style either. This one is more my style, so that's why I'm keeping it. This next one I will send to Jackie. And unfortunately, I ran out of my mom's fabric, so I couldn't make sleeves. So she's getting a vest. And it's a long vest. I made the same quilted block in the back, but I put 2 stars in the back. I made a belt. I made this kind of cool overlapping neckline, and I used some funky neon, it's kind of like a highlighter color as binding. And I thought that was a really fun, cool pop of color. Jackie's the type of person to like wear really loud things, which is awesome. So in my own subtle way, I added in like that pop of color for her. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. Like the bottom is really cool. It has rounded edges and a little side slit. I hope she likes it. This is my first hand at quilting apparel, and it was so fun. And I have still so many scraps. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I can make more jackets for her like this to sell or something. We'll see. My baby. My baby. My very last project. I use the same Minerva fabric, which is the recycled woven stretch sateen, which I love. I'm considering buying like a lot of it so I can possibly make more of these dresses for friends. I don't know if you can see it. Here she is in all of her glory. Just give you a little turnaround. This is called a Filipiniana dress. It's my first make of it, and it's exactly what I wanted to make. Same kind of pattern block that I used for this, and also it's kind of based loosely on my Vogue pattern that I always use, Vogue 1723. Went with this, but obviously made modifications. I made a deep V-neck, and it's a very simple dress. It's very short. I called it my Maldita Mini. Maldita, I think, means naughty. So my naughty mini, because she's super short. I love it. The sleeves, I can give a whole other YouTube explanation on the history of the Filipino turno sleeve and how it developed into this shape. What I love about this dress is these sleeves are actually detachable. So they can be sleeveless. Consists of probably, I think this one has around 13 pleats to create the arm's eye. And I have snaps up around the top, and it's actually, for a little bit more mobility, it's open on the bottom. These buttons are vintage from my mom's stash, and I just made some Rollo loops, and a keyhole neckline. And yeah, it's super simple silhouette, but that's the way I roll. I love simple, clean lines. The sleeves, this is actually a remnant fabric. This dress was actually inspired by my mom's wedding dress. I recently ran into it because she was like, look what I found, Jonelle. She found her wedding dress in a garbage bag in her closet. And I was like, Mom, you can't do that. So I took it all out, and then I was inspired because hers was basically like a long 3/4 length sleeved shift dress, because that's what was popular in the late 60s, early 70s. Her buttons were kind of like this, except they were more pearlized, I want to say. I wanted to make the Filipiniana sleeves to represent where my parents came from, where I'm from. And I have also wanted to make this dress for a really long time. So yeah, these are all my makes from September to October. And I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you like this channel, if you like my content, please give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and hit that bell notification. All right? And everyone, have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the fall. I have my sweater on. And until next time, bye.